of you here, I am sure, are not getting enough of leads, right? And that is because you're missing one important step. There are 4 steps to building a real and scalable coaching business. The 4 steps are: first, knowing who are your leads. Then, second is setting the base to attract leads. Third is where are your leads, that is finding your leads and reaching out to them. And fourth is converting those leads into call and ultimately converting them into paid clients. Right? So these are the only 4 steps that are required to build a real scalable business. And what we are going to cover today is just the first part, because this first part is very, very, very important. This forms the foundation of your coaching business. And because you do not know who actually are your leads, you're not able to get leads. You're not able to attract leads. So if you're not able to attract leads, go a step back and see whether do you really know who are your leads. That is one major question that you need to answer. So what we are going to cover today is how to have solid business foundations if you do not have it till now, or maybe if you have some of your foundations set, this might be an eye-opening session where you might want to reiterate and you want to maybe make few changes in the way that you have set your foundations, right? So as I told you, niche clarity is the foundation of everything. If you do not have this clear, you will not be able to progress ahead in your business. Like this is the sole, the very basic of having any coaching business, because basis this, you will be creating content, you will be creating webinars, you will be creating master classes, you will be creating lead magnets, you will be creating stories. So if you do not have this right, if you are not clear on your niche, you will not be able to progress ahead in your coaching journey. And even if you go ahead into step 2, 3, and 4, you will not be able to get in the results, right? So that is why we need to have clarity of your niche, right? So if you do not have clarity, you can't confidently build your offer, your program, pricing, content, marketing strategy, literally anything, right? If you do not have it, you can't build any of it. Now let us understand a situation where 90% of the coaches are in, and this is 90%. That means this is a serious situation where most of the coaches are in. And what is the situation? This particular coach, Tiffany, she is going to explain what the situation is. So this coach, Tiffany, she came to us and she said that she helps people to lead a happy life, right? That's a niche. For a lot of people, that's a niche, wherein she helps people to lead a happy life. Now, she has recently started her coaching business. She is superbly skilled in her industry. She has got a lot of certifications. Her coaching program is absolutely ready. She's creating a lot of content on social media, but the content is very random. She's consuming a lot of information from different coaches and she's trying to understand how to grab the leads, right? So, firstly, tell me, is there anyone like Coach Tiffany in the audience where probably you have recently started your coaching business, you have a lot of skills, certifications, you have your coaching program ready, you know what to serve to clients, you're creating a lot of random content, and you're consuming the information from different coaches on how to grab leads? Do we have anyone like this in the audience? Come on, raise your hands, guys, and do not be shy to admit, because the first step towards improvement, towards growth, is acceptance. Accepting that, yes, this is a fault, this is a gap in my business, and I need to fix it. The only formula of growing in business is identifying gaps, fixing it, identifying gaps, fixing it. Like that's the only formula wherein you can grow rapidly in business. And this is literally the formula that Shivani and I follow, right? Now, what do you think? First, I want to know, what do you think that Coach Tiffany needs the most right now? Anyone? Can I see in the chat section? I told you guys, very action oriented. practical webinar where I want to see a lot of responses. What do you think that Coach Tiffany needs at this point in time? So a lot of people think that the missing link is leads, right? But as Shraddha, Nisha, they rightly pointed out, she needs clarity. She needs to know who are her leads first. So bang on word that you have used, guys. It's about getting clarity. She needs clarity. And what do we mean by clarity? So let's dissect clarity a little bit. There are three aspects of clarity, right? Who, what, and how. That is, who is your target audience? What transformation do you give them? And how are you going to bring this transformation? Right? So just note it down, guys, or maybe take a screenshot. Clarity means these three things. Who is your target audience? What transformation do you give them? And how are you going to bring in this transformation? Right? Now, let us understand each of the aspect individually. First, before I move ahead, I want to see faces. I want to see that, yes, people are listening, you're taking actions. I want to have that kind of a vibe. Come on, guys, switch on your videos. Thank you, Regi, if I am pronouncing your name correctly. Who else, guys? Come on, be on camera. Thank you, Aarti, for switching on your camera. You are looking lovely in a sari. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for being on camera. All right. So let's understand the first aspect of the clarity, that is who. Now, who, that means choosing the right audience, right? Now, when you choose the right audience, that is, who is your target audience? There are four must-haves for choosing the right audience, right? First is they should have the pain point. It is not that you're solving a pain point which people do not have. For example, say that a person who is a lot into fitness, working out every single day, doing every single thing, and he just wants a few wellness tips, right? The person does not have a pain point that's very big enough, that's very urgent to solve, versus maybe a bride whose wedding is in another 2 to 3 months and she wants to lose 10 kg weight. So that is one urgent pain point that needs to be solved, right? So it's very important that the audience that you choose should have the pain point. Second, the audience that you choose should be a growing market. It shouldn't be a market that is saturated or market that is declining. It's very important to choose a market that is continuously growing. Like, I'll give you an example of this. Let's take an example of a retail store who is selling DVDs and CDs. And they are coming online just to market themselves and just to increase their footfall. Ideally, in today's time, no one is using CDs and DVDs. So if they're targeting people, right, if they're wanting people to come to their store and buy this, they are just wasting their time and effort, because the market for CDs and DVDs, they are not growing. It is declining rapidly, right? So you should choose a market that is growing. Thirdly, it should be easy to find online. Since we are all working online, you're building a coaching business online. It is very important that whatever audience you choose, they are present online. For example, if you're targeting rural farmers in some remote village, they're not online. You'll not be able to target them. You can run hundreds and thousands of ads. You can spend lakhs of rupees on ads also, but you'll not be able to find them because they're not there on social media. Even if they're there, 1 or 2% might be there, right? So it's very important that your audience must be easy to find on social media, online, and they should have the buying power. For example, say you're targeting freshly graduated students who want to build business from scratch. Now, those people, and if you're selling them your product at 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, they do not have that kind of an investment. They do not have the buying power. Or school students, they do not have the buying power. Their parents have the buying power, but students do not have the buying power, right? So the first aspect of clarity are these 4 points, and it is not or that either they should have the pain point or they should be growing market. No, they are all ands. That is, your audience must have the pain point, and it should be a growing market, and they should be easy to find online, and they should have the buying power. So take a note of it, take a screenshot, write it down. And now, guys, as I am explaining you these things, go back to your niche. Like if for those who have not written your niche in the chat section, I'm sure you must be having pen and paper. Write your niche at the top of the paper, right? Whatever niche you are into right now, do not refine it. Just write it the way that you tell people right now, right? Write it on the top of the paper, and as I am telling you each aspect of niche clarity, just see whether it matches what you have written, right? So the sorry. The first aspect that you need to see is the audience that you have chosen. Does it fall in all these 4 categories? Right? Now, moving ahead, the second aspect of clarity is what transformation do you give them, right? Who is fine? Who is sorted? Now, what transformation are you giving to these people? That is what we need to understand, right? So, guys, do you think the pace is a little fast? Do you want me to slow down, or it is fine and you're understanding it? Like, either give me a thumbs up or write in the chat section F for fine. Thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So coming to the second aspect of clarity, that is what transformation do you give them? Now, guys, understand there are 3 core markets, right? Everything in life falls into these 3 areas. These are wealth, health, and relationship. Everything in life falls in these 3 areas. A lot of people are now coming with the 4th area, and they're calling that spirituality, right? I do understand that spirituality can be an additional thing, but not really, because through spirituality also, you must be solving some problems that is falling in one of the 3 categories, right? For example, it's a very recent example. Just today, before this masterclass, we had a niche clarity call with our newly onboarded client, and she said that she wants to use spirituality. She's a very spiritual person, and she's also a techie person. She's into IT since I think 12 to 13 years now, right? So she said that I want to use spirituality, and she wants to help people to rewire their mindset so that they can have success in their corporate job. So do you understand? Spirituality is a way, it is a medium through which you can help people to transform or find solutions in one of the 3 areas. Right? Understood or confused? Write U if understood, write C if confused. Come on, guys. U or C? All right, I see a U. Amazing. Got it. Okay. Now I'll give you another example of a mindset coach. Like this is a very common example because a lot of mindset coaches come to us and they tell us that we want to help people rewire their mindset, right? Now, guys, please understand, rewiring of mindset is not a niche. When you are rewiring a person's mindset, what outcome, what transformation are you giving to that person? A mindset coach can serve all the 3 markets, right? How? Let's understand. Let's go back. For example, a mindset coach might be helping entrepreneurs or coaches like us to break their limiting beliefs, to gain confidence so that they can sell high ticket offers. So essentially, what is the coach doing? The coach is working on the mindset. But what transformation are they giving? A transformation which is falling into the wealth category of life, right? Or a mindset coach, say, mindset coach helping women to overcome stress and anxiety that is stopping them to lose weight. Understood? What is the mindset coach doing
Yes,
over?
yes, yes.
Essentially, the mindset coach is again working on mindset of women so that they are able to lose weight. Because of stress, because of anxiety, they're not able to lose weight. So again, mindset coach helping in mindset, but falling into the health category. Similarly, in the relationship category, maybe they might be working on mindset of women again, so that they can have healthier and beautiful relation. They're working on mindset so that women gain their self-worth, so that they have beautiful relationships around. So understanding this concept, how everything, whatever you're doing, has to fall in one of these three categories. It cannot be that I help everyone in all areas of life. No, that's not a niche. That is called confusion. Who all had just had a wonderful aha moment, an eye-opening moment? Who all just have? If it is related to career, then again it goes into the wealth niche, right? Career is related to wealth. Wealth is all about, it can be your corporates, it can be your business, anything, right? Anything that is helping you to earn money basically gets into the wealth category, right? Got it. So I see people having aha moments. That's really great. So again, go back to your statement, to your niche statement, and see if your dream outcome. First, see whether you have a dream outcome in your statement or not. Because in the chat section, I read a few statements. Some of the statements did not have a dream outcome. So first, see if your statement has a dream outcome. If your statement has a dream outcome, then see, is it falling into one area of life or is it falling into all the three areas of life? If it is falling into all the three areas of life, you know what to do. You need to choose one area of your life, right? Now, why does it matter? Because your brain wants to serve everyone. Especially this happens, especially with life coaches, because, and that is true also, using the modalities, the techniques that you guys use, you can help a person in any and every area of their life. Understood, agreed upon. But the market rewards only specialists, right? That is why, for example,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're
yeah,
having
yeah,
some, guys, please be on mute. Yes, thank you. All right. So, because in today's time, the market rewards only specialists, it is very important to choose one area and become a specialist in that rather than becoming a generalist, right? If your message focuses on all the three, you will confuse your audience. You will dilute your conversions because when people come to you, they will find solution to a lot of things, but not specifically their own problem. You will leave people confused, right? So this is one mantra, guys. Focus on one, master it, and own that transformation. You can take a note of it, write it in bold letters, focus on one, master it, become a specialist, own that transformation. Right? Now, coming to the third aspect of clarity, the how part. How part, I'll transfer to Shivani. And I hope that till now, You got the clarity and you have made few tweaks in your statements. Shivani, over to you.
Wonderful. So thank you so much, Rashi, for giving such an important information. So hello everyone. So I'm wonderful. I'm like very, very excited for this particular session because we get a lot of questions regarding niche. And I really wanted to burst one myth, which is like people's, when people come on the call and they say me that Shivani, we have been told that it takes an year or 6 months to clarify their niche, right? Because coaches, maybe some coaches have told them in the market that you start working, right? And when you will start working, you will get to know. I understand, but even when you start working, you need some clarity. You cannot just start working on your business without even having any clarity, right? I'll share you one example with this, and then I'll share you the third part, which I'm sure that you all are waiting for. That is, one lady, she's into public speaking. She came to us and okay, Ati, I'll take your question after this. So she came to us and she told me that I was working with an agency and they spent 30,000 rupees on an ads in the first month. And my first question to her was, so in which niche you are, right? Who is your target audience? So what exactly are your program is offering to the people? She was clueless. Yeah. Right. And I was shocked to listen that when she said that it was so obvious when she said that I didn't got any results. I said, you will never ever going to get the results because you don't even know for whom are you working, for whom are you running these ads, right? We all are running behind leads, but we don't, sit and realize and see who actually are these leads. What exactly are we doing for these leads? How are we going to help these leads? These questions, if you don't have the answers to these questions, so it's a humble request from my side, don't spend any money on ads, organic content, because everything will be clueless, right? So first you need to have this clarity. And why I'm repeating this, because a lot of you must be say, oh, ye to mujhe pata hai ki niche kya hoti hai. But agar aapko pata hai but you don't have this clarity, and you guys are, like, sorry to use this word, but mindlessly running behind content, marketing, sales, without even knowing what your offer looks like, what your niche is all about. Okay, so it's a request, guys. It's a very, very important session, so don't take it lightly. If your niche is sorted, perfect, very nice. But if your niche is not perfect, take the session, very, very seriously. We are doing this, I would say $1,000 session in free of cost, because this is something literally that people crave for, where we help them to clarify their niche. Okay, now when it comes to niche, I'll just summarize it for you a little bit what Rashi has taught till now. So what niche is, basically you need clarity in three things: who, what, and how. Who is your target audience? She clearly told you, when you're choosing your who, you need to keep four things in your mind, right? They should have the buying power. They should be in a growing market. They should be easily available. And one more point
And they should have the pain point.
They should have the pain point, right? So this is the summarize of the who. So you should know while choosing your target audience. Now, second thing, what transformation? Now, one point which Rashi clearly mentioned, I know a lot of you maybe can help people in health, in wealth, in relationship, but please make sure people pay money for specialities. Okay, people pay for specialists, not for the general coaches. So choose one strong transformation which you feel people can pay money for, and it is a very, very big pain point in the market. So that is, what is your transformation? Now let's come to the third part, that is how you're going to help people. Okay, so let me share my screen and I'll go forward. Yeah, right. So now how? So basically, now who is clear, what is clear. Now third clarity that you need is how you are going to bring this transformation. It's very simple. How is basically, guys, that you need to give some sort of name to your process. What I'm saying in 2025, people have a lot of clarity and awareness that they need help. Now let's suppose I wanted to lose weight. Okay, I have this awareness. I know there are a lot of methods available in the market. I can go for a gym, I can go for a yoga, I can go for aerobics, I can go for diet plans, intermediate fasting. So these are all different methods. right? And today's world, basically people connect with methods also. So you need to give some sort of unique name to your process, that how you are going to bring this transformation. Now, let's suppose all of you know that we marketed heavily, we help coaches to hit this much of amount of revenue by using our backward sales system. So we have given some unique name to our process, that using this particular method, we are going to help you out. Okay. Similarly, and why you need a method? So your method is basically your signature approach. It's not just what you coach, it's how you get people results. And that's what's make you unforgettable and unique in the market. A lot of people are helping people to lose weight. How are you helping people to lose weight? So make yourself unique in the market by giving some sort of name to your process. I'm also going to give you some small formula which you can use. Of course, it's not mandatory, but definitely you can use it. That is formula for the method name. Use any adjective, basically any cool word that makes it sound powerful, plus take a screenshot of this slide, plus the base of your coaching. Take any keyword from your coaching business and add the word method, framework, system, any this kind of a word. Let's suppose viral group method, backward sales system, hyper organic marketing method. Can you see? I have combined one adjective, a keyword, and the method. So this is how you can name the process of your program and you get marketed, so that, and just try to use your strength, which is your keyword, right? Now, let's suppose our method name is backward sales system, because our strength is the sales. We have used this keyword. System is, again, we are using some kind of a framework and system, and backward, it's simply like just an adjective that we have used. So this is one formula that you can use. And of course, this is very optional. You can use some other word also. It's just that whenever you are choosing your method name, keep it simple, keep it short, keep it relatable. Don't confuse your audience. Okay. Now, most coaches just coach, but the ones who grow, they package their process into a method, they name it, and they own it. That this is my method. Okay. So it is very, very important that you are very clear that who are you targeting, what exactly are you helping people with, and how you are helping people with, and name it and own it. Okay. So I'm sure now this clarity is very much clear in your mind. Now, after this session, if anyone will ask you what is the niche, at least you know the answer. That niche means clarity in three things: who, what, and how. So if you have a clarity in these three parts, you can craft a particular niche. And also, guys, just to remind you, everyone who will stay till the end, we will be giving you the entire done for you notes for this entire presentation, so you can recall it after this presentation as well. Okay, wonderful. So now, guys, I'm going to share very, very simple ways. ठीक है, अब आपको ये पता लग गया that okay, शिवानी, niche का मतलब है who, what, how. आपने बता दिया, how we can choose who, how we can choose what, how we can choose how. But I'm still confused how to choose it. No worries. I'm going to give you two simple ways where, like, using these two simple ways, you can find the answers of this who and what. How is something you all know, because you all have done some certifications, you have learned through your experience, but you will get these answers of who, what, and how. You can use these two simple ways that I'm going to share. So who all are excited to know these two very, very simple ways? So I just need some fire in the chat section, guys, so we can go ahead. Go ahead if you're looking for it. Me. Wonderful. I'm waiting. I need more me's, more fire, so that I can share two ways. Aarti, Anjali, Tanmay, wonderful. So let me share these two simple ways. When you will know it, you will say, oh, I never thought in this way, right? Okay. So let me share the first concept. So concept number one is through your clients. Your niche might be hiding in your past client results. So a lot of people come to us and they say, me, Shivani, I can help people with this also, with this also, with this also. How to choose one, right? They are so confused. So you can use this concept number one. Let's suppose if you have worked with any of the clients, it can be free clients or it can be the paid clients. But if you have worked with any of the clients, you can use this formula. Okay, how to use this formula? Let's say very simple steps. पहले आप क्या करोगे? List your top 5 client results. ठीक है? Take a paper and a pen, write down the top 5 clients you have helped with, and you saw that you were able to bring a transformation in those clients. So write down your top 5 case studies. Okay, if you have helped them out, it can be a small transformation, it can be a big transformation, but you have helped them with something. So make a list of top 5 clients. Okay, number 2 step. Sorry, just a second. What problems did they come up with? Now write down in front of each client, and let's suppose I'll make a list of Shivani, Rashi, Rahul, Aarti, Tan, right? I will write down, okay, Shivani came to me for a problem of, let's suppose I'm taking an example of a life coach. She came to me with a problem of into her relationship. So I will write down the problem relationship. Rashi came to me with the problem of, let's say, anxiety. I'll write down anxiety. Third client came to me with the problem of, again, relationship. So in a similar way, I will write down what problems did this each client came up with. Okay, write down all those problems. Now, in third row, I will write what transformations did you help them with. Okay, Shivani came to me with the problem of relationship, maybe with her husband or something, and I helped her to transform her relationship, and the result was this. Similarly, with Rashi, what kind of results you gave? With Mohammed, what kind of results you gave? With Aarti, what kind of results you gave? So write down the client's name, write down what problems they came up with, and write down what is the transformation that you provided to them. So you will have a very clear table in front of you, right? Now simply you have to choose. Now try to analyze out of these 5 people, if most came with the same problem. Now let's suppose out of the 5 people, 3 people came with the problem of relationship only, right? So simply pick that. So that's mean a lot of people are coming to you with the problem of relationship, maybe with their partner, with their parents, with their children, or with themselves. So you get a clear idea that, okay, lot of people are coming to me with the problems of relationship, and I was able to transform them. So that's very clear. You can pick your niche from there, right? Or let's suppose now all these 5 people came for the different problems. Now you're confused that 5 people came, पांचों के पांचों different problems के साथ आए, और मैंने पांचों को transformation दिया. अब मैं क्या choose करूं? Now, just to start off with, choose the one you loved helping the most. I have worked with agencies, I have worked with freelancers, I have worked with influencers, I have worked with content marketers, I have worked with coaches. I worked with a lot of peoples, but when I was choosing my niche, I sat down and I choose that I was able to relate the most with the coaches in helping them build a business. So that's how I choose this question from my past clients. Are you getting my point? If a lot of people have came up with the different problems, so you just have to choose. Okay. So guys,
Ma'am, please tell me Hindi.
Sorry.
Guys, please be on mute.
Yes.
Everything would be taken towards the end.
Correct. Right. So this is the concept number 1, that is choosing through your client results. Okay. Now let's say concept number 2. Concept number 2 is through your own story. Okay. Through your own story is basically sometimes you are your niche. Let me tell you, I have used both these concepts in my journey to craft, to come to a niche which I am in today. Okay. That is through your own story. Now, how to use through your own story? Now, let's suppose you have not worked with any of the clients right now, not even free clients, not even paid clients. You have just done your certifications and now you have become a coach, and now you are wondering, ki, I have taken the certification, but I have not worked with anyone. Now, how I should choose? I don't have any past experience or any client results. Then you can use the concept number 2, that is through your own story. You are your niche, let me tell you. Okay. So how you need to do it? Look back. Very simple, guys. Basically, what kind of, just a second. Okay. So now what you need to do is first, what kind of coaching did you invest in? Now, let's suppose you invested into life coaching. You invested into fitness coaching. Just a second. Okay. So first you need to see what kind of coaching did you invest in? When you became a fitness coach, what certifications you did, right? Like, let's suppose in life coaching, whatever certifications you have done there. So first of all, what kind of coaching did you invest in? Number two, what problems were you trying to solve? Now, let me tell you guys, we all invest in something, not just because हमारा मन कर रहा है या we wanted to. We invest in something because we badly needed it. Now, let's suppose when I invested into a coach on how to build a business, that was my pain point. That I wanted to build a business, I wanted to learn how to build a business, and that's why I invested, right? Let's suppose you are a life coach. You invested into life coaching program or a manifestation program or healing program, not like because आपका मन कर रहा था, but because there was a very deep pain or a deep reason behind it. So you need to know why did you invested in that particular program, right? Who you were at that time. Now, let's suppose there was one particular lady who came to us. So she's a very renowned relationship coach. When she came to us, she was at a very senior position. I cannot share the name. She was at a very senior position. She was a doctor, but she was in an abusive marriage. Okay. So I asked her that why did you invest into a life coaching? What was the reason? Then she shared me that, Shivani, I was in a very abusive relationship. I was so tortured in that relationship that I wanted to come out. And I took a decision. I invested into life coaching. It helped me to heal, to have that courage, to come out of that relationship and build my life alone, like along with my kid. Right? Can you see it? Now, this story is a beautiful transformation. And I simply said her that your story is your niche. Why don't you help other women who are in an abusive relationship and you help them out to heal, to come out and build that beautiful life? Can you see it? How simple is this? So basically, her story became her niche. So you also need to analyze and sit back and see where did you invest it, who you were at that time when you invested, and what transformation did you got after investing into that particular program, right? So that's how, what transformation did you go through, and that is basically your niche. It's very simple. When for first time I wanted to clarify my niche, my coach asked me, Shivani, who do you wanted to help? So I was so confused. I was like, I can target freelancers also. I can target influencers also, because I was an influencer too. I was a content creator. I was a freelancer. I was into job also at that time. So I was so confused that I can help a lot of people. Who should I help? And my coach just asked me this one question that, okay, Shivani, just sit back and see who you really, why did you started this Instagram page? And then I sat back and I realized that I started this Instagram page just to share my marketing knowledge, just to teach people about marketing. Why? Because I wanted to become a very big coach. Because when I used to see these big personalities like Saurav Jain, Neil Patel, I was like, I wanted to become this big coach one day. I wanted to share this kind. I'll make YouTube videos. I'll become famous. I'll share my marketing knowledge to the world. And that's where I realized I entered into this world of Instagram and this marketing sector because I wanted to teach people. So that was my story, that I wanted to become coach, and I was so confused where to start, how to teach, how to build my program, how to get leads, right? And that's where I got to know, wow, this is my niche. This is my story, right? I wanted to become a coach, and these are the problems that I'm looking for. And I invested into a coach, and this is the transformation I got. And that's it. This is how I launched my first program, that I wanted to help coaches to launch their coaching business right? Using my organic marketing. That time I was doing organic, and that's it. So this is how, through your own story, you can craft your niche. You can choose your who, you can choose your what, and you can choose your how. Who you were at that time, that's your ideal client. What exactly was your problem and the transformation you got? That is the transformation that you will, give it to the other people. And how you got the transformation, it becomes your unique method. That's it. So it's very simple, guys. Who, what, and how. You can first you get clarity that you need a clarity on these three things: who, what, how. Now I've shared you very simple two concepts through which you can simply, can calculate who, what, and how. I hope that you are getting the clarity. So, guys, your mess is your message. If you have been through it, you can help others through it. Who had a bulb on moment and have a clarity that, yes, now I can craft my niche, and now I know that this can be my niche? Just comment yes in the chat section. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. I'm happy that you gave it the clarity that this is how, you can easily come to the point of your niche. Okay. So now, guys, now you have the clarity. Now you have two simple concepts through which you can have that clarity. Now you need to put all this in a statement that is called marketing message. So what is marketing message? It is a statement to attract your who, so that they exactly know what you do and how you do it. So marketing message is something whenever a people come on your social media, on your landing pages, or anywhere, they get to know in seconds that, okay, this is Shivani. Shivani is helping these kind of people. This is the transformation Shivani is giving, and this is how Shivani is helping out. This kind of a clarity should come within seconds where people read your marketing message. Okay. Now, how to craft a marketing message? Again, I'm sharing a very simple framework, guys. You can take a screenshot with it. Okay. Basically, I help target market. Basically, I help ideal avatar achieve the dream outcome through my method without any fear or pain point. So this is a very simple format that you can use. You can use to craft your marketing message. Don't worry, I'll give you the examples as well, guys. And first of all, why are we creating, why are we using this marketing message? Because it helps you in attracting the leads. You will attract high quality leads. You can charge higher prices because of the transformation. Entire marketing becomes very targeted. Your audience is not confused, and you can clearly know that this is something that you're helping out. And you will not just be another general coach. You can easily stand out in the market. Okay. Now I'm going to share again a very simple formula, guys, with which you can craft your marketing message. This method, I call it as a niche circle. So I'll give you the examples of each of the niches so that you will have a very clear idea. Okay, let's start. So this is the niche circle. So I'm showing you, let's suppose I'm a fitness coach. Okay. Now we are going to draw 3 circles, and you will get to know what is a clear marketing message with this niche circle. Now let's suppose a far is something, I help people lose weight. Okay. Now let's take medium. I help entrepreneurs lose weight. Can you see? I help people lose weight was a very general statement. There was no who, there was no clear transformation, there is no method name, nothing is there. In the medium, we have chosen a ideal avatar, still clear. Now let's suppose the nearest, where you can attract your high quality leads and the right audience. I help entrepreneurs, ideal avatar, lose 10 kg weight, a clear transformation using my reverse weight method, how part, without giving up on their meetings. They're simply using a fear and a pain point of an ideal audience. Now, this is the very clear marketing message. Now, whosoever will come to this kind of a profile, let's suppose I am an entrepreneur and I'm looking to lose weight. Who will I choose? definitely I'll choose this third person because it's very clear, it's very crisp, and this is what exactly I am looking for. Okay. So now this is something that you need to, simply choose. Now, let's take an example of a life coaching niche. Okay. Far as I help people to fix their relationship. Very general, right? Medium. I help women to fix their relationship. Now, again, we have chosen an ideal client avatar over here. Now, let's suppose the nearest option. I help women in an abusive relationship to walk out of the relationship and build the life they deserve using my brain hack method without being judged. Now, this is a real example I'm sharing of my client. Okay. Now, can you see? It's a clear, basically, women in an abusive relationship, a clear ideal avatar to walk out of the relationship and build the life they deserve. A clear transformation using my brain hack method, a clear method name without being judged, right? This is what we call as the clear marketing statement. Now let's take an example of a business niche. I help people grow an online business. Very vague. What people, what kind of a business, how you are helping, no clarity, right? Now let's take an example of Medium. I help people grow an online coaching business. Okay, a little clarity, right? Now, I help beginner coaches to grow their coaching business to $20,000 mark using consistent leads method without paid ads. A clear ideal avatar, clear transformation, clear method name without state. This is what we call a clear marketing